So today I'm going to bring you part 1 of Twitter customer support, my best tips. And today I have 5 tips for you when you're launching your program, or maybe you want to revisit the work that you're already doing on Twitter. I want to preface these comments by telling you about T-Mobile customer support on Twitter. T-Mobile has a great customer service presence on Twitter, and they have a stat that 90% of customers that interact with T-Mobile on Twitter don't need to call the call center. 90%, that's an almost perfect score. A call can cost up to $20 per call for a company, and multiply that by thousands or hundreds of thousands or millions of customers, and that is a lot of money. So not only is Twitter an incredible way to build your brand and build relationships with customers, but you know what? It's really, really cheap. So we love that. So here are my first 5 tips on how to build a great customer service presence on Twitter. Number 1, create a culture of kindness in your contact center. That includes language. If you create a culture of kindness, the words your agents will be using with customers on Twitter include phrases like "thank you," "please," or "kindly see XYZ in article ABC on our website." So a culture of kindness is good for the customer, it's good for the agents, and it keeps things professional and elegant on Twitter, which is what you want. Number 2, this has to do with saying your customer's first name. I don't know about you, but when someone says my name, Blake, or my full name, Blake Michelle Morgan, it really just relaxes me. I feel like, gosh, they really know me. It's like a friend talking to me. So it's a good habit for your agents to actually call out the customer's first name, whatever that is. Number 3, let's talk about empathy. So this is a pretty big deal in customer service. Empathy generally means that you know how the other person feels because you too have been there. And so with empathy on customer support, you want to start with an observation. This might sound like, "You sound really upset." And number 2, you want to validate that customer. "I can see why you would feel that way." And number 3, you want to show them assurance. "I'm here to help you. I'll do my best to help." So empathy is very important in just making the customer feel like you really care. And that's a big part of customer support, though it's quite simple. Number 4, make sure you are very clear about customer expectations. This is where you can definitely fall on your face when you don't set clear expectations with that customer. For example, if you don't respond to the customer in a certain amount of time, they might think you forgot about them. And guess what they're going to do? They're going to start panicking, contacting your call center, sending you emails, maybe going to the retail store. And unless you have a CRM that's made of magic, it's really going to confuse things internally, and it's going to make the customer want to pull their hair out too. Number 5, dealing with angry customers. So there's a difference between an angry customer and a troll. Sometimes with trolls, you just gotta ignore them because they really don't want help. They are unhelpable. But with an upset customer, it's really good for you to just actually take a moment and breathe before responding. If you have to, go ask your manager on what's the best way to approach this interaction. You definitely want to be at your best with these customers because they're often already loaded, they're angry, and they're just looking for a reason to lash out. So in sum, that's part 1 of my customer service tips for Twitter. Thank you very much.